Hello, this is Manuela, your guiding light, and this YouTube video is Deja Vu, explaining Deja Vu. We all experience it sometimes, somebody more, somebody less, but we experience it, the feeling of Deja Vu. Like when you come somewhere or you are in some sort of situation or in some sort of place, and there's this sudden feeling of knowing as you've done this before, or you feel familiar with the situation. It's that sort of strong reflection of familiar situation. What it really means, it doesn't mean that it's your past life. I had experienced a lot of deja vus, and also I seen many past lives. So the feeling is actually quite different. Past life feeling gives me exactly knowing that I was here, done that before. It's a very different feeling. Where deja vu, it's more like a, wow, it's a reflection. It's not telling me that I've been here before. It's just very different. To me, it was very different feeling. So what I understood, what I learned from it, is that it's actually our reflection of, then this is the moment where we actually see our soul plan. So when you have that deja vu, the feeling of, wow, I done this before, it's not actually that you done that before. It's actually that you just stepped in alignment with your soul plan. That means that you plan before you come down to earth to do that in exactly that timing. So that means you actually follow the soul plan. You're doing that specific thing, you are in that specific place, in specific time, exactly the way you plan, exactly the your soul plan is created. So before you come down to earth, you created a soul plan, like a sort of map. And you place situations and experiences in a timing that in that time your spiritual team and you yourself as a soul and God together, basically this is a God's plan as well, that it's created for you, plan that you'll be able to do that in that specific timing. So what it means that you actually done something that you plan, that you matched exactly as you plan on your soul plan. And also what this sort of pointed to me is that we are actually really not following so much of our soul plan. That means that majority of souls are off their plan. If we only have few deja vus, that means we are not really following our soul plan. Because deja vu means you are matching on your soul plan. You're doing what you plan to do in that specific time. And we don't have that every day. So that means that majority of our lives are walking on the wrong path, basically following completely different plan or are off our plan. So that sort of triggered a lot of question in me. I decided to actually investigate one that I had myself. Because as I said, when I felt it definitely wasn't a past life. Felt very different. It felt almost like a reflection. It's like a mirroring something. And when I had this one specific experience, I actually felt that, no, this was my soul plan. I tapped into my soul plan. So the experience was that I moved in this place. Accidentally, I wasn't planning actually to move there. I was planning to move somewhere else. And somehow I, in a last minute, come to rent this apartment. And as I moved in those first couple of days, I actually had this really big deja vu. As I was cleaning, I had this deja vu. And that sort of said to me, well, I have to investigate that. Because it cannot be my past life. I look at the building, I done a research, I spoke to the manager, and I find out that that building was actually built in 1982. So I was born in 1971. So that means it could not be my past life, because the building wasn't even there in my past life. The building was just built in this lifetime. So that really says a lot about us as a human and our involvement, where we are really, how much we're really following our soul plan. So that means that really our soul plan, it's not even worth it if we really look at it. If we have only few deja vus in our whole life, everybody's traveling off their plan. So the question, what can you do to put yourself back on your plan? To make sure that the decisions that you make are not taking you fully off your plan. So that means connecting deeper to your spiritual team, to your guides. And before you make any decisions, meditate on it and see where would it take you. If we can do all that, we would all stay on our soul plan. And we wouldn't need deja vus to actually give us to wake us up, because I feel that's what they are. They are meant to actually wake us up and ask us, ask ourselves, are we traveling on the right path? And the reason why I was sort of pulled to do this video, because I feel a lot of people misunderstand this, a lot of people disregard it. They think, oh, well, this is past life, I've been here before, so they just leave it. It's really actually meant to help you ask yourself a deeper question. If you had deja vu and it's telling you that this is exactly what you meant to do, what you plan to do, what you write on your soul plan, in that specific timing you plan to do that, so what else did you miss? How can you stay there and keep doing that what you are meant to do and keep following your soul plan? That is something that we all as a human need to ask ourselves. Whenever you have deja vu, ask yourself, okay, this is what I really plan to do. That is exactly what you plan to do. That's on your soul plan in that specific timing. So ask yourself, why? And how can I continue on this plan so I accomplish my mission and follow my soul plan as I planned it before I come down to earth? Because that's the point of having a soul plan. It's planned so we would actually follow it and accomplish our mission. So please don't disregard your deja vus. They are definitely not your past lives. So if you need, do your own research and see if that actually place where you are existed in that past life. Just keep in mind that when we reincarnate, we don't reincarnate straight away. You don't just die and you come back straight away. You need to spend time out there to plan another lifetime. So the minimum time that we come back, it could be 10 years, at least 10 to 20 years. Everybody needs earthly years to plan their life and come back again. So, but the majority of souls, it's 50. 50 years, it's average. If you're doing 10 or 20 years, that's very rare. But average, it's 50 years. So do your research when you have deja vu and see, did you really do that in a past life? Or is this really you tapping in your own soul plan and reflecting of what you really plan to do in this specific time and being there in that specific time? So I'm sending you lots of love and light, and if you did like this video, please click on like or subscribe. Bye bye for now.